Crazy Train, transform and talk shit. With me is Omer Ibrahim.
If Thomas the Tank Engine were a real train, he would be 0.35 bigger than the train he's actually modelled on. He would also be fucking horrible.
Crazy facts.
You've been getting your facts from Dr. Bartender. Brad Harmer.
Crazy train is in my ears and in my eyes.
Oh, mine's more convoluted than that.
Spike Direction.
I have nothing train related or amusing to contribute at this point.
Crazy!
Good story, bro.
Sal Crouch.
Would you not?
Blake Harmer.
There's a starman waiting in my train. He'd like to come and meet us, but he'd drive me crazy.
But he might just give me trash. I don't know.
I think the original lyrics would have worked.
I told you it was convoluted.
And I'm your host, Rob Wade. We're up all night to get crazy. We're up all night to get trained. We're up all night to get crazy. I don't know.
But he's not going to get laid.
Oh, that's sorry. What was your opinion?
He wanks once an hour.
Ross, what is your opinion on that song?
I really like it.
I do like it, but I also think it's 30 years too late.
Yeah, I can see that.
You could say that about the whole album, yeah.
I've not heard the album, but...
Oh, it's funky as fuck.
Yeah.
It's funky as fuck. That's the better. Get that review.
That should have been the title.
So Craig says funky as fuck.
Would you not?
I give it 5 funks out of 5.
This track is too funky.
Too much funk in here.
I give you...
Can't stop dancing.
More like Daft Funk, am I right?
Funky, too much fun.
That's a spin-off.
We are at the funky train. Yeah.
I want to drive the funk.
Would you dance?
Can you funk?
So, Crouch, we need to share our TV show vision.
Yes.
Alright?
Yes.
So we're going to do that.
Where do we begin?
You strap in, because you're going to need it. So, the elevator pitch, and for those not in the industry,
Don't say pitch.
an elevator, sorry,
This is all of us.
the elevator field,
Nice.
the elevator whole roller substitutes bench right above vag.
We'll fill you in on the backstory later.
Listen to the goddamn show.
It'd be nice if a cast listened to the show.
To be fair, we never actually explained why.
I'm on a show!
I'm too busy being funky.
So, the elevator pitch, and for those who are not familiar with the term, it's basically the quick idea that you'd give if you were in an elevator with somebody and you're trying to pitch a business. So there you go. Bit of fun fact for you there.
Technically, as with British, it should be lift pitch, but carry on.
Fine. It should also be a lift business proposal.
I'd probably do it in an office rather than, in a lift.
Yeah, but your business plan is unorthodox because you let people dressed as trees keep their shit in their own.
Yeah, but not in my lift.
Oh,
You're
well,
basically grooming the disabled, isn't that your business plan?
Don't come back until you put oil on it.
I'm not grooming them, I'm trimming them. I'm pruning the disabled. Putting them in water and they can't get out.
There is your catchphrase. There is your catchphrase.
I'm pruning the disabled.
I'm pruning the
No,
disabled.
we came out with one yesterday actually, which was if you agree with me, you're not right.
Crazy, callbacks, hashtags.
YOLO.
Would you not?
Too much funk.
So, the show is called Chris Brown Presents Time Fist.
Time fist.
Time Fist.
That's how you say it.
Yeah.
Chris Brown. Time fist. Fisting
So,
through time.
Chris Brown, noted R&B singer, more known for his antics outside of music, I would say.
So he
I think
was.
it's weird because he got the tattoo of Rihanna's...
It wasn't Rihanna, his lawyers have told me to say.
of a beaten up woman on his neck.
Yeah.
So is that a fit? It's almost like some kind of Dr. Jazz style villain. Every time he beats someone up, he's got to get a tattoo of their face.
It's basically like a really shit memento.
Look how fucking weedy he is. That's why he's only got one woman tattooed to
Dr.
himself.
Zaz, who's just got to cut himself for every person he killed. Is that, is Mike Tyson's going to look horrible by now?
Yeah, he really is. He's going to have an ear off.
He's not got any room in his face.
So
Bison.
the premise goes as such.
None of his video game
Face the Mikey Tyson.
So the premise goes as such. Chris Brown in the present is confused because everybody hates him and he doesn't know why. For clarity's sake, this is a kind of fictional.
Is it because he punched
there's
a woman?
there's a fictional.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss that.
No. There's a little bit. He didn't miss for sure. There's a little bit of a fictional.
Rihanna.
There's a little bit of a fictional kind of, suspension of disbelief.
Okay, we're going to pretend he's a decent human being for 5 minutes.
Yeah, we are.
There's moments.
Chris Brown.
Punch man or something.
Chris Brown in the present is confused because everybody hates him, and then he gets a visit from Chris Brown from the future.
Old Chris Brown.
Old Chris Brown.
Chris, you gotta come back with me.
Yeah, right.
It's your fist, Chris.
It punches a black woman.
And that's not cool. And that's never cool.
Bit creamy.
He's wrong.
So Chris Brown from the future, old Chris Brown, explains that the reason everybody hates Chris Brown in the present is because he came back in time and punched Rihanna in the face.
Nice.
So he gives Chris Brown in the present access to his time machine. And the premise of the show is Chris Brown in the present, because he's now more limber and sprightly and he's got a bit more, he's not so old, going back through history and punching key women in history. We lost our shit for borderline half an hour pitching this.
It was a magical time.
Yeah.
Going through Toys R Us, just...
Yeah, this was in
choosing
Toys R
women
Us,
who
no
would
less.
punch. Yes.
Chris Brown
But
goes-
surely, all of the women through time, so influential women through time.
It doesn't have to be.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say if it
Key
was,
women.
They would
surely
be- yeah, they
they
would be-
wouldn't be as pathetic and easy to punch as Rihanna.
You say
You
that.
try punching Joan of Arc.
You say that, but at the same time, people
Boadicea.
in the Victorian age, the average life expectancy was about 24.
That's true.
So it just seems.
Still, I want to now film a show called Punching Boadicea.
So
She killed.
beef.
Her forces killed more Roman soldiers than anybody else in the history of the Roman Empire.
Okay.
Up to that point.
Yep.
So I want to see Chris Brown try to punch the bitch.
Yeah, all right.
I bet he wouldn't do it.
Who was it hosted by? We had a host. Was it
Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hi, Chris. We're here.
Chris Brown from some other time. That you
Yeah, Chris
Chris
Brown's
Brown's going to black up as an old Chris Brown.
he might well do. You know,
I don't know,
Hey,
mate.
Chris.
I just do whatever.
It's me, Chris.
No, have it hosted by Rihanna in a weird twist.
yeah.
Well, Brooks, he can play a black man.
Callbacks. So, what do you think? Would you watch it?
Judaism.
You wouldn't. What is it about it that turns you off?
Chris Brown. I don't care what he's doing. I don't care.
What if it's somebody playing Chris Brown? So it's an actor playing Chris Brown.
Christopher Walken.
Like who?
Me.
Yeah,
Jimmy Cranky.
That's just Chris.
Jimmy Cranky as Chris Brown would be
There
slightly
you
more
go.
entertaining. Yeah, I
Someone
probably wouldn't
playing
watch it
Chris
for the
Brown
concept
going
of.
about punching women.
Gladiator Wolf.
Well,
Wait, what if we just dress up like an animal as Chris Brown? What animal would accurately portray Chris Brown punching women in the face?
gladiator
There's a question. I'm not. You're a wolf.
Gladiator Wolf.
Gladiator wolf. Nice.
this is Gladiator Wolf.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Who's the original?
Oh, wolf. Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Right.
Weirdly enough, I fucking met him. How did I forget he exists? He's mental.
That's why you've forgotten Jimmy Snooker.
Yeah. Steroided up to the
Oh, hang on.
balls.
You dropped this.
I dropped these names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice guy, but mental.
What, Wolf?
Wolf.
Yeah. Shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A guy who was.
Tree McBike.
He walked up to me. He walked up to me and punched me right in the Chris Brown.
But then, of course, vampires and
I
wolves.
run a shop where I let mad people keep their bikes over like swords, they're dressed in a tree. Also, I think I'm a Viking, but Wolf was nuts.
Yeah, but of course, it's, historically, in that documentary Twilight, wolves and vampires clash.
Yeah, they do.
Fact. You can prove this with science.
And werewolf.
The Clash would have improved that movie.
To be fair, not making that movie would improve that
That's
movie.
true.
It might, having said that, I
That
went
has made
to.
me forget how much I love winding your sister up and pretending I've seen documentaries.
Yeah, it's great.
Somebody's a fucking right.
I think I've seen the document. I think you'll find from the documentary Jurassic Park
yeah.
that dinosaurs are totally possible and gift shops.
She was, because your sister is a big documentary fan.
Cheers, yeah.
Yeah, she put up Facebook, so it's a great documentary about this Japanese school and the things. And I said, yeah, I saw an amazing documentary on a Japanese school. They said once a year they send a class out to an island somewhere, and I fell asleep before the end, but I assume they get some sort of cup.
Gryffindor!
It's like a documentary about that guy who got shrapnel in Afghanistan stuck in his heart, and he has to have a magnet, pull it out.
Yeah. I forget what. He's got a suit made of iron, right?
Yeah.
I forget what that's called, that documentary.
The man with the iron suit.
The man who is a tree.
There must always be a Stark in Winterfell.
I've got a t-shirt with Iron Man sitting on the Iron Throne.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. See, that's proper geek stuff. I like
Yeah,
that.
well, I saw yesterday in Chatham, I saw 3 or 4 15, 16-year-old girls wearing geek or dork
Yeah,
t-shirts.
I know.
And I saw one 15-year-old girl that had a Don't Panic shirt.
Yeah.
That's the geek.
Is that my t-shirt?
I thought you were going to say, that's the 15-year-old I want to bang.
I will call you on something. You just about, and no offence to the t-shirt, Iron Man sitting on Iron Throne. That's a proper geek thing. What, a massive blockbuster movie and one of the best-selling series
and a
of all
huge
time.
TV show.
Yeah, that's not proper geek.
That's what you
Proper geek would be
It's not obscure.
a picture of Bodicea punching Chris Brown.
No, you've confused proper
that
geek
has a-
and fucking obscure.
That's the first E14 t-shirt now.
Yeah, but no. If Iron Man,
punching Chris
if
Brown.
Iron Man sitting on an Iron Throne is proper geek, so is The Big Bang Theory. I put that forward.
No.
Yeah.
No, he's right.
I'm right.
My
It's mainstream.
dad
It's
has a Ghost in the
mainstream.
Shell t-shirt, and it's actually he's only ever had one person recognise what it's a reference to, and
Okay.
it wasn't anyone he knew, just someone in the streets.
I'm not saying that's better or worse.
No.
Like
It's just not.
I'm wearing a t-shirt of a tiny little wrestling company. I also have t-shirts of Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Are they better or worse? No, but one of them is better known. Doesn't matter. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with mainstream, like Iron Man or Game of Thrones. I'm just saying that you could, in that, you could say the Big Bang Theory, which is as popular at the minute as Iron Man and Game of Thrones. Therefore, Big Bang Theory really is geek, or Iron Man is mainstream.
Well, I've
Oh
mentioned
no, Iron Man is mainstream is more true than Big Bang Theory is geek to me, because for me, Big Bang Theory is a show about smart people written lazily, whereas something like, say, How I Met Your Mother is a show about stupid people written cleverly.
But it's what I'm saying is it's liked by the same crowd now.
Okay,
I'm such a geek because I watch Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm such a geek because I what
If you want,
Iron Man.
I've actually pinned it down for a moment where the goalpost changed.
Okay.
So the first Lord of the Rings film.
Yeah, I can see
yes,
that, yeah.
Because before
Yeah.
that came out, if you knew what a Hobbit or an Orc was, you were weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
After that film came out, if you didn't know what a Hobbit or an Orc was,
Yeah.
you were weird.
That's
Even if you
true,
didn't like it, you wanted to be able to mock the person who did know what it was, but you knew too. Yeah, I get that.
No, I can see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I mean, like I say,
That's
I
a
don't,
really good point.
I don't mean to point out that I'm not saying that one is one's more correct. I'm saying that I agree. Iron Man being mainstream is more true than Big Bang Theory being true geek stuff. Because, like I say, to me, the only smart show to me.
If you take the old definition of what geek and mainstream were, the line is so blurred now.
If you take the really old definition of geek, it's just people who used to bite their heads off chickens at fairgrounds.
Well, yes,
If you want to wear that
But-
t-shirt,
but
15-year-old girl, be my fucking guest. But at
you-
least be prepared to prove
you're going to get into a massive philosophical debate about what it means to be geek or what mainstream is. For like the definition for pop music is music that is popular.
Yeah.
So are Twisted Sister pop music or are they rock? Because they're not popular now, but at one time they're one of the biggest bands in the world. Kiss were pop music.
They were
for a
the
while.
Backstreet Boys of
That
rock.
that would mean that at
They
one
really
point,
were.
at one point, bands. So you could say that Slayer within the metal and alternative industry are pop music.
No, you can't do that.
You could do it the other way
can't.
too.
But they are popular. It just means popular.
Yeah,
what
but-
I'm saying is taking the original meaning of a word doesn't work anymore.
It goes the other way though, because you have bands that make like power pop, like Big Star or something, who were never popular.
Yeah.
But they make pop.
Yes,
That's
yes,
the-
exactly.
that's the genre.
Yeah, you might. I'm trying to think. Do you know what? Really weirdly, there was a band. There was a little duo of
Red
girls
Cross
called.
is the same sort of thing.
Yeah, there was a little duo of girls called M2M. Right,
I remember them.
The most they did was they made a song for the first Pokemon movie.
Yep.
Right, that's pop music, but it wasn't popular because they didn't sell any songs. So pop is now a genre. Mainstream maybe doesn't actually mean in the mainstream anymore. It's a genre. It's whatever sells. But it's the same with geek.
We are all geeks to some extent or another on the crazy train here. And as a result, I really feel we are too close to it to really call it.
Maybe
you
so.
can look at Game of Thrones, a joke about Iron Man and Game of Thrones, and you can go, oh, it's mainstream. Really, it's not. To the majority of people, the man on the street, the man on the Clapham Omnibus has got, to them, an Iron Man is a film which came out a couple of years ago and they've forgotten about it already.
But you can also walk into Burton Menswear and pick up an Iron Man t-shirt. Not an Iron Man the movie,
But
Iron Man the comic book strip
yeah.
with Wham Bam written
I
all
can
over
tell you
it.
why that's because the Avengers was so huge.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that brought all of those characters into the mainstream. Like I said, it's not a bad thing. That's great because you can now pick up. Like, you may have once had an idea of, like, you may have read the, I don't want to call them the Game of Thrones books, It's-
The song
Yeah,
of
Child of
Fire,
Fire.
yeah.
Right, so you may have, like, 5 years ago, you may have read those books and been into Iron Man and gone, the Iron Throne Iron Man, do you know what would be a great picture? Is if you saw Iron Man on the Iron Throne. Now you can buy that as
The
a
fact
shirt,
that
and that's
hasn't
awesome.
actually got the joke would indicate he's not the best position
Yeah.
to this argument.
It's
Stark.
Stark.
Yes, no, I get the whole reference.
Yeah.
I get that, but what I'm saying
I
is...
get that now.
But no, what I mean
I
is...
totally got that all the
Is
time.
in that
I wrestled Jimmy Snooker once.
in that case, does it make you a geek if you only understand the Stark reference? Because it doesn't. In that case, I can put a Power Ranger on the Magic School Bus from. Sorry, I can put a Power Ranger.
You really are king of the puffs.
I can put a Power Ranger. I can put a Power Ranger on the Play Bus from the kids' TV show.
I'm still really uncomfortable with White Power Ranger.
Yeah, but you're not comfortable with Black Power Ranger, you racist. Is that geekier because there's no reference between the two, or should I try to find a reference between the two?
Obviously, bad geek humour is reference,
Yes.
Robot Chicken. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like that thing we were talking about yesterday, wasn't it? When we were waiting for the others to turn up, and we were going through the Netflix things.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the difference between the movie superhero movie
Okay.
and the movie disaster movie.
Right.
A superhero movie, from my point of view, is actually a pretty reasonably done film because
I've not seen
it's
either,
essentially like a parody of Spider-Man with nods to other films.
Right,
So
okay.
like there's mentions of there's like a
It's actually quite good.
I think I
like
saw
yeah,
Date
one of
movie,
those
so
films
similar
where
kind
it's
of.
a hero.
It follows one plot but meanders into other ones.
Date movie is more in the other camp. With disaster movie, the clue's in the name. It's fucking atrocious, but it's because it is reference
Yes,
with no tag.
make your own jokes.
Yeah,
Don't just.
Hey, remember this thing you saw? This thing you saw? This thing you saw? This thing you saw? Money, please! Money, please! Money, please!
Meet the Spartans, so they just put the
See-
Leave Britney Alone clip in there.
It was-
Yeah,
no reason.
exactly.
It's almost like somebody. I remember. I was a teen when the teen movies
I
were
thought you
hitting
said
their
you were a
peak.
team. I was like, no, that's not how teams work. One man, there's no I in team.
There's no
Yes,
I in
there is.
team, but there's an I in Ibrahim. When like American Pie was at its height, and Not Another Teen Movie, and
That's a great
Dude,
movie.
Where's My Car? Like whether or not they're good movies, but they're quotable.
Yes.
It's the difference between me and you sitting here making quotes of those teen movies, which used to happen all the time, and that was funny.
Yeah.
But it's like if we then filmed us doing all those quotes, that wouldn't be funny. Make your own jokes,
Yeah.
but sitting quoting something that you get as a group of friends.
Yeah.
Freddie Got Fingered is one of my favourite movies. I absolutely love it.
I thought, you were talking about
Very good.
I have this thing.
Poor Freddie.
I can sit.
Is he alright?
How unfortunate.
I can sit and quote that movie all day long, but most
Oh,
people
you
just
didn't.
don't find exactly. Most people don't find it
The
funny.
reason it wouldn't make great radio.
No. I find that movie hilarious. I don't
Word
like
for
Tom
word
Green.
DVD commentary of just the transcript.
But yeah, that's a perfect
He's losing
example.
his shit every now and again.
If there's a money not making
You just
idea-
about laugh, or it sounds like Paul Bearer being kicked to death by a bumblebee.
I can't sting you, you know.
You sound like the Swedish Chef.
Oh, don't get him started.
He literally will go.
I've got a picture of Owen Moon sitting on the Owen throne.
I'm such a geek.
Would you loot?
Anyway, not the loop to bring on about the
Don't let me get too warm. I might pull out.
I'm a king of the poofs.
I'm just as a true.
Can I leave my burger over there?
I'm a train. I want to be a bush.
Dear people of Denmark.
Dear people of Europe, sorry, we've only got the one accent.
Dear people of Europe, we're very sorry. Dear people of Denmark, we're very sorry. Sorry, you got such a stupid accent. Oh, make a bunch of mooses.
It's Sweden, but good.
It's the same thing.
That's racist.
If I showed you a map of North East Europe, could you pick out what country was what? Not you.
Yeah, they've got lines around them. That's how maps work.
I'm doing it wrong.
I can also tell you where the M25 is, but
That's only because you've been basing your entire geographical knowledge on Street Fighter 2 and Risk.
Is there anyone who doesn't?
Yeah, true enough. Because every time that's why you didn't last at that job as the airport check-in desk, because you just go,
Japan!
two tickets to Japan, China,
France.
yeah. And every time somebody went through baggage control, you throw a car in the way and they'd have to kick it to death.
Fire truck.
Must have been a bit awkward after the Soviet Union fell as well, because you're still going, USSR!
It has caused pounds of trouble.
Euro,
Pounds.
rubles. So you have the rant, Omer, that you text me.
Before we move on to Omer's,
That's fine.
just a little bugbear of mine. When someone says that he was an Asian person, is it anything less useful?
No, really, because technically,
100%. Is he Indian, Pakistani, Chinese,
Russian?
Japanese?
technically,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it doesn't even give you like European. Like, we'll dip into racism. Right.
No.
No. If you say European,
Crazy legal disclaimers.
if you say European,
I think this is radio, isn't
there's
it?
a generalisation about European people. European people are probably white. The home nation.
Okay.
Yeah, so what I mean. But if you say Asian,
for sure.
but even if you're talking purely skin colour and purely on how to describe
White's generally
man,
a skin colour.
If I say
to go into eugenics, I'm very.
if I say he's European, you probably won't think of a black guy. That's not a racist statement. It's probably not true.
Thierry Henry, so I'd have to disagree.
But if I say
you've got a
Asian,
really weird tick.
there is
Thierry Henry.
under the. I don't. There's somebody else that did. If you say Asian, you've actually got probably 100 different types.
Oh, these guys are a bit bigger.
But then again, if you label something Asian, you tend to think like if you say Asian movies.
Oh, I see you saw.
What do you get?
Too much meat there.
What's an Asian movie? What like genre? Where would that be coming?
I would say either
Chinese or Japanese.
Chinese, Japanese.
I would go Bollywood actually.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. Like it's still so mixed up.
Yeah, but you'd say Bollywood rather than say Asian.
Maybe so. Yeah. Asian cinema. Then again, you get what is it? Tartan. What do they call it? The Asian. What is the company Tartan.
They went
That's
bust
Asian.
years ago,
But Tartan, that's Scotland. That's European, and they're white
Yeah.
and ginger.
That's totally fucked them.
From Europe.
Anyway.
So
on the subject of locations, you sent me a text the other day saying "fuck Hastings." Why fuck Hastings?
Fuck Hastings. Right. So me and my girlfriend, I took a day off work, and I wanted to go see some historical sites. So I went down to Hastings. Yeah. Weird, right?
Quick question:
Yeah.
when do you not do days out? I mean this in all seriousness, because every time I look at your Facebook, I see photos from some sort of day out. I'm just like, when?
Oh no, recently because I'll explain that is that
more importantly,
I run my shop 6 days a week, and then I'm busy.
The trees have moved into the shop.
Yeah, he lets the tree guy that come on.
Yeah.
They sprouted seeds since last time. He left it unattended. He thought it was fine, and suddenly triffids.
I wondered how long before a tripping remark came up.
Yeah.
It's been longer than you would have.
Yeah, no, I thought it would have been on the last one. As soon as a tree came in, I was like, tripping. But yeah, I work.
Like a geek reference.
Yeah.
I work 6 days a week, and I'm usually busy podcasting or something on a Sunday. So when my retired dad is in the country, I'll take a day off or two, and my dad will cover the shop for me, so I actually get a bit of time away.
What's time away?
Time away, just like popping out on a day trip, or maybe staying away from
No,
something.
I mean the literal concept. What is it?
No, normally I wouldn't be, but like I'm lucky that my dad will come back, and it's going to be less and less and less. But so I'm taking advantage of it now.
Less for your less. Go on.
So yeah, I did a trip to like a bird of prey centre, and we just bird of prey, but we went down to Hastings because obviously Viking history, etc., etc., Saxon history. Wanted to go see the Battle of Hastings. None of it is in Hastings. Not one. Yeah, normally. Yeah. Not one fucking thing is in Hastings. I know that. I'm not an idiot. I know the Battle of Hastings took place in battle. Well, it wasn't called battle then, obviously. I definitely knew that. But why even fucking call it the Battle of Hastings?
For illustration purposes, Brad just leaned right into Omer's face to say,
"Are you
really?
sure you're not an idiot?"
Because I am quite an idiot.
Are you sure?
But that'd be like calling the Battle of Stamford
I'll leave
Bridge.
my bike here.
That'd be like calling the Battle of Stamford Bridge the Battle of York, because it took place, the nearest city to it was York.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense. So there's nothing in Hastings. Hastings Castle is a run-down, shoddy little lump of rocks that you pay £4 odd to get in.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
It was just fucking rocks.
It has
the
been
only thing that was
nearly-
great.
You're fucking up your own arse for a bloke who's got flat above his shop. It's a fucking castle.
It's not a castle, it's rocks.
It's 950 years old, at least.
Yeah, so's lots of other sites that are much better than this. Like, they look nice. They've been kept.
Wow. E14 Crazy Train declares war on Hastings
Fuck
Castle.
Hastings Castle. The only reason it was good, and it was awesome, was that you can see right across the sea, and there was a massive thunderstorm striking the sea as we stood up there, which was wicked.
That sounds
That's worth £4.50. A bunch of rocks and a shitty show that gets all the facts about the Battle of Hastings wrong. In Hastings,
Well, the battle didn't take place in Hastings.
exactly. They don't know shit.
I feel like you should be on a TV show, like, just examining castles. Just like,
Yeah, this one is shit.
this is just a pile of rocks, yes? No!
6 out of 10. Moving on.
We'll call this a henge!
What can you tell me about this castle? Well, it was built in 1133, and would you not? But we also went down to the battle site, and walking around a field with a guide, like you get these little like radios that you
Like the
put to your
Bluetooth
ear.
stuff.
Yeah, like a little Bluetooth thing. You put it to your ear, and it plays like the story of the battle of
I've had
Hastings.
those on the tour.
And it was that was really cool. Even though like part of the field was shut down because
What?
no, yeah, because so many people
shut down the
visit.
field.
No, they fence bits off. So many people do the walk so much. Like in the middle of winter, people still do this walk. So the ground gets down and it becomes dangerous. It becomes cracked. So they shut bits off.
Wrist rotation.
Yeah, they do a little. They cut off this bit, fit you this way, but you still get to see the whole thing. And they do it for like, just say during the summer holidays, you'll be able to walk every part of it because they want the most tourists to get the most out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, it was really cool. And Tony Robinson was there.
Oh wow.
Filming a documentary about the place. I'm guessing all I heard him say.
I love him.
If whatever one, we'll try when it comes around. If I'll look for it to come on television, but I am in the background, so we'll see if we can. I didn't do anything, but it'll be.
We'll do a commentary over
Usually
it.
it's like that. I would think the best thing to do is ask him for the person for like a middle range famous thing.
Yeah.
Not too obscure, but don't go up and say go for something like "Well, you made Marion and her merry men."
Yeah, that was actually my first thought. But all I heard him say.
Yeah, but you fucking love trees, as we've established.
Yeah. All I heard him say was, and he was talking to obviously a guy that is, I don't know if he was a historian or something to do with the site, but all he said was, what if we could prove to you that the Battle of Hastings didn't actually take place here? Which is quite a common theory that that's the wrong field.
Okay.
And also, what if I could prove that Hastings Castle was shit?
Beardy, over here.
That'd be funny. Neil Buchanan's pulling it apart.
No, it was great.
That's
day
a
out.
call back and a
I
half.
went to
That's 10 episodes.
I had a really nice day in Hastings eating whole soft shell crabs, which crunched beautifully.
Yeah.
Just dressed my girlfriend when I opened up the bun and went, "Hello, little fella." She said, "Don't talk to it. You're about to eat it." But it was nice though. It was tasty.
Why is that? Why everybody
Things
gets
might
upset
not
when I
be
talk to
to
pussy?
Yeah.
would you not?
Yeah. Is that why girls get upset when I talk to pussy?
Yeah. Hello, little fella.
Hello there.
I'm going to stick my tongue right up you.
And maybe a couple of fingers if you're lucky too. And then we'll fuck.
Oh, there's quite a cheese in here.
I saw
Where
Rolf Harris in concert in a small village outside Hastings.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to say it that way because if I say I saw Rolf Harris in battle, it sends the wrong mental image.
Amazing mental image.
You're picturing plate mail on horseback, right?
Oh, with two little doors.
Yeah.
Do you think I would leave you dying? Yes, because I fucking did it with my hammer. Can you guess what it is yet? It's your fucking doomsday.
Dear Mr. Harris.
So it's been a while since we recorded,
Yeah.
and it occurs to me that I've actually been on dates since then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. So, what's the next topic?
I dated Jimmy Snooker once. He smells.
He wasn't even in a castle.
I mean, to be fair, we probably did similar things, like we rolled around on the mat and, you know,
Jumped up to a cage.
he wore leopard pants and made a heart symbol.
Yeah.
Would you not?
Fine. So, it went about as well in some respects as a date with a
man would go.
David
Oh, right. Still, I didn't insinuate you were gay then.
Yeah, I get it. Good one, dude. In that she turned up to the wrong cinema.
Nice.
Yeah. So
That's always a sign of intelligence.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
work
She
out
actually turned up to a
unnamed
cinema. She actually turned up to a cinema in Asia. But we don't know where. It could be anywhere.
Yes. So I basically made plans with her to go to the cinema, and I'd given her the times for the two in the local area. Thanks. That's fine. I'll probably cut that. I'm leaving it in, actually.
Would you not? I just killed myself because to cover the loud noise of Brad opening a can of Coke, I made a loud coughing noise.
Even louder noise.
Crazy,
But it was this
Time
timing.
for
It was so
us.
perfect.
Yeah, because all you can't possibly know we drink occasionally.
Oh, really?
Well, I drink a lot. Been there before, Omer.
I've got stories coming. I've got stories coming about drinking a lot. So I made the mistake when I sent her the times of both cinemas of saying, "Shall I meet you? These are the times. Shall I meet you at the Cineworld rather than the?" I should have said cinema, because if I hadn't said cinema.
Wait, I'm lost.
Yeah, no.
Start again.
Yeah.
He said Cineworld instead of cinema, meaning she met you at the Cineworld no matter what the decision was to go which way of the cinema.
No.
Okay.
She thought your name was Mark.
You told her to meet you in Asia.
I told China. I told her
Maybe
to
in
meet.
Asia. Can you be more specific?
Apparently not.
By Asia, I mean Sweden. Hello, welcome to the cinema.
So I.
You're going away to Romania, you're going to go to Dracula, or you're going to put your book there.
So I made. So now the reason it's funny in his mind, I suspect, is because he's got the image of the Swedish Chef having heat stroke.
There's a hand in my bum.
Just as losing.
So
If you can't get out of the fire, stand in the kitchen and paint.
I made the mistake. Apart from starting this fucking story off, which is another one.
Nobody cares anymore.
They probably don't.
If you didn't go on a date with a Swedish chef, we're not interested. Somewhere in
You
Asia.
turned up to the wrong Asia.
Meanwhile, in Asia, where?
Where's Rob? Where's
Meanwhile, in Asia.
We're going to miss the food.
Who do we do in Constantinople? She's rooting in Istanbul.
Oh shit, we've lost the tracks.
To cut it, it's the crazy train. That's what happened. So, long story short, I said Cineworld. She thought I said cinema. I turned up to the wrong one. Done. Moving
That's a
on.
good story.
I know.
Good one, dude.
Go on, dude. Yeah. So I promised recently to you guys that I would have a bit of information about a bit more about the Trash Wizard, because it's been a little while since we've recorded, like I said. So he's got a whiteboard outside in his shop.
Thank God you said
Great.
He's got a whiteboard outside his shop window. Yeah. And he's taken to writing his musings on it, and I've transcribed them all.
Is this like the poor man's Twitter?
No, this wouldn't fit on
No,
Twitter.
Twitter's free. This is
He's at the
technologically retarded man's Twitter.
It is. It's like
Twitter.
What wizard
If there
is
was-
this?
if there was a thing called Rambler, he would be on it. Meanderer.
I did that right around Hastings Castle. It was shit.
No, you don't say. In multiple
I
fucking
didn't get
times. So, message 1 reads, "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls." I'm adding in punctuation, by the way, because if I didn't, I would have to read this in one long sentence.
Oh, you should read it verbatim.
I shouldn't, because it might destroy my lungs.
Does he like do random caps as well? So it's like he's shouting occasionally.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you should read that.
He reading it is the closest I've ever seen to reading the diary of a serial killer.
It's probably not close.
Kevin
Probably
Spacey.
exactly.
Yeah, almost
That is what you are doing.
Quick question: How do you speak in capitals?
Well, you know, if it in
What you know?
it's like, you know,
This castle is shit.
lowercase is just talking normally, then capitals is shouting. So if someone's written stuff randomly in capitals, I think you have to go randomly from shouting to no.
Yeah.
Or if it's in the
True-
middle of a word.
Like
It's
the ball
a true
sound.
story. I've done that before, like where people have said something in capitals to me by accident, and I've joked back, "Stop shouting at me,"
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah,
like,
if you type
"Hey,"
it all in caps,
like,
that means you're shouting.
"Oh, okay."
Yeah, no, I actually had someone ask if he wanted to.
Oh, Blake's here.
Yeah, I exist. Hello. He wanted to do a band with me, and he sent me a text about all the things he did. But again, there was no punctuation, and I don't think he knew that there was a caps lock on his phone, because it used to be like quite loud, quite loud, quite loud, quite loud.
No, that's
Join
how,
my band.
that's how you start a sentence, Blake.
So, like, speaking of messaging, when my nan first got a mobile phone, she didn't understand there was a delete key for text messages.
wow.
So what she used to do was just go left, start typing again. So you get this kind of jumbled up cavalcade
At the end of a
letters,
message.
all the stuff she meant to delete and didn't. So you just get, "Oh, Tuesday sounds good. I'll meet you for lunch. Love, Nan."
Which is when she transformed.
Yes, and this isn't even my final form. So, let me
Read
read.
messages.
So read it.
Transforming that.
She's Cthulhu then.
Freezer.
Come to me. Transformers, grandma in your house.
Grandma has a tree.
It sounds like I'm in the toilet. It doesn't work.
Ladies and
That's
gentlemen,
why they're for ages.
He's trying to transform.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please be patient.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand
Can I
why.
buy something now?
It's good advice, just generally.
It's very good advice.
Do not touch Willie.
But the reason I think it's a little bit hypocritical is because he was the guy who was getting shirty with me for using normal conversational words for just I understand and I want you to carry on. So he was getting shirty with me for words like okay and right and sure. So him saying be patient is a little bit kind of, what's the word?
No, he wants to kill you and put you in hospital.
Oh,
Be my
please be
patient.
our patient.
Yes.
He wants to kill you and put you in hospital.
In a cupboard.
Yeah, it's a murder. I can't fucking rationalise it.
Please be patient. I can only do as much as I can do in as short a time as possible. I'm working day and night and day, and while you're asleep, I'm still working. Except for when he's asleep in the shop doorway with a half-rolled cigarette on his knee.
In which
I
case,
can witness.
you're probably working.
Yeah, in which case, I'm either working or not
When
asleep.
I'm smoking, you're working.
This is the bit that kind of, if he just left it there, I think he would have more people on his side. This is where it breaks. So don't be stupid to ask when I'm open.
Nice.
So he just...
Can I leave my bike in
Yeah,
here?
fuck you all.
I don't want your business. Just put your bike there.
Just respectful comments, please. Which, again, considering my only interaction with him, is a little bit hypocritical.
Wow.
Because he basically spent the whole time calling me a moron.
Well, to be fair.
I might just go and insult.
This is the guy who stood in the middle of the other side of the road, shouting at ambulances. You
Can I
can
just go past and go, put this fucking faster, I'm not asleep, why aren't you working?
I'm starting an SOS helpline in the future for the community. I do not get paid for many services, so there is some social justice.
What?
He didn't write that, so that was me editorialising.
Oh, yeah. But don't read it in his voice.
He has, but I can't remember it.
This cat.
I'll try and do it.
Bring me Peter Pan.
Try on turtles!
I have to fit in my own expenses. I'm not really sure if that was what he said, because there's a bit of tape in the way of the...
Oh, lovely.
Plus, I'm starting to take on 5 people.
So we're knocking the bench, alright?
It's interesting that you went to fights. I went to gays.
Yeah.
I'm starting to take on 5 people. I'm busy having cocks up my arse. Do you mind?
All Saturday boys.
That sounds gay. It does.
They don't need to ask when I'm open.
I'm doing the best I can. While you're sleeping, I'm fucking.
Do you reckon the bits and bobs is people's bits and guys named Bob? Just 2 random todgers and 3 guys named Bob, all with their dicks up in.
Goodness me.
I'm just.
Pretty sure 2 guys named Bob and 4 random dicks is a crazy train.
Oh yeah.
That's the title of it.
2 dicks, 2 Bobs, 4 dicks, and a pizza place.
And Chris Brown.
And Chris Brown.
Officer.
In Hastings.
Hey, I'm here with Florence Nightingale.
Nightingale.
There's the pilot.
You're going to be on the other side of my neck.
There's the pilot.
So I'll go back to so I'll have to fit in my own expenses. Plus, I'm starting to take on 5 people. 4 off the dole, UB40 in quotes. I'm not sure.
Just taking on UB4.
Yeah, I think so. So, the reggae band, they're cheap.
You can hear it coming from inside.
You can get them fairly in.
Just coming from inside the shop.
We're selling it. We've got lots of shit in here.
Charlie.
Fuck that ambulance!
Dying old woman, my ass.
This is probably the loudest crazy train so
It
far.
really is.
Yeah. Mostly cat.
Yeah, we're just coming over the megaphone.
So-
The train will arrive in 50 minutes.
La Sapa.
Please shout that at him. This time you're right. Hi, trash wizard. What the fuck do you want?
I'm out.
Anyway.
4 off the dole, UB40, or if not, P45. And there is also a young girl finishing school who is 16.
That's. Oh my god, we're going to read about that in the paper.
Oh, probably. She'll be starting ASAP. Funny that.
How big is this fucking whiteboard?
And what's the
It's like a, the kind you'd see in an office, like the size of
Oh,
like
oh,
the sort of like this poster, but in landscape.
Okay, so he's
Yes, this poster, but in landscape. Thanks, people listening.
His like shop window.
Yeah.
He may have nicked
That's his way of communicating with his soon-to-be customers.
Yeah.
Is okay. I'm glad I'm understanding right.
No, you've got it spot on.
Okay.
Absolutely, you've
Good
got it
Lord,
absolutely
this
right.
man is a nuts.
Where is this place?
This is message 1 of 3.
I'm going to go down and insult the fucker and see if I can't start a fight.
I've literally been walking down. I've been literally walking down the road because, like I said, he's on the way to work. He's got this, this premises, which does look like a colour palette just puked on his wall. And also, the shop window display has also gone from displaying things like random kind of the stuff. Snooper's Paradise in Brighton, the kind of shop full of things you almost want. It's a lot of tats, and it's all really expensive. It's just a shop window full of the stuff that they refused, and a big pile of wicker baskets.
So basically, all the stuff Poundland looked at and went, "We can't ship that."
Yeah, exactly. Although, fun fact about Poundland, I remember one year me and my sister did this novelty Christmas present thing. So we were both tight for money that year, and we decided, right, what we'll do is, for the sake of fun, you'll get £5 each. You try and find the weirdest shit you possibly can.
Yeah, me and my sister do that
Yeah,
as well.
we did that. Cool. But that was our entire Christmas that year. We didn't do any proper gifts.
Okay.
We just did gag gifts for a laugh because we were both hard up. And we did. I'd like things like this was before we both had cars. I was like 16, so I got her 5 litres of screen wash and just assorted colouring pencils. And I found this thing in the toy in the toy section, and it just had
Because yours are fucking awesome.
Mickey Mouse's arse as a soft toy. It looked like a novelty pillow for a small child, but it was just Mickey Mouse's crotch and arse. £1.
That's because Japan.com.
Apparently.
That's in
Anyway,
Asia, isn't it?
No.
my favourite thing about this Trash Wizard message, it's not over yet, by the way. There's 2 more lines.
This is still part 1. Okay.
This is still part 1. If you know anyone who needs help, would you let me know? Yes, I do. You're not going to like it. And then underneath, because it's got like kind of 2 partitions, and the main body of each message is in the left-hand side, and then there's this tiny kind of right margin where he just writes a random
Draws
note.
pictures of people he wants to rape.
You'd think, yeah. And it just seems to be
Mickey Mouse
It looks
crotch.
like a lot of children.
Yeah.
SOS help, desperate for an industrial sewing machine.
Beautiful.
No context, no nothing. So I thought that was a weird
I
decision.
want to sew together a mask made out of skin.
Every time I see him now, I just think of that Goodbye Horses from Silence of the Lambs. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Trolley tatters.
What the fuck does he want to sew together?
I don't know.
Like a hammock for all of his shit?
Maybe.
What's he building in?
And how can I get in on it?
I see him with his. Yeah, is this like a fucking Tom Waits?
It really
song?
is.
I see the old man with his tattoos pushing his tat through a window and communicating through stationery.
He paid £4 for his trolley, but he thinks it's worth 35.
Don't go talk to the ambulance.
Taking on 5 people.
Fuck you, lepers!
He's collecting dead bodies.
Maybe that's why he was like, bring that back!
Yeah, I need
that!
The reasons I love my brain, I was picturing in my mind Tom Waits singing about the Trash Wizard, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Chris Brown teleports in and punches it.
Shut up, Tom!
Don't be stupid, he couldn't punch a man.
Tom Waits for no man.
Nick Cave, you're facing.
Fight!
Round 1.
1990 singer-songwriter beat 'em up.
USA!
It's a hit in all the arcades.
Returns from Derby takes on Tori Amos.
Obscure musical fighter. Fight!
Fiona
Arpeggio!
M2M versus the Iron Throne.
Fiona Apple wins.
Always.
Esoteric victory.
Now, link it up to your iTunes.
So,
Message 2.
Message
You're feeling PJ
We'll do message 2. I'll cover message 3 in a future
That is the
episode.
sound
It's
of
quite a bit long.
Okay, you know this.
So I'll give you message 2 now, and then I'll save message 3 for next episode because it is quite a bit longer. So it's it deserves its own episode. It deserves an episode. Full stop. Message 2, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Again, he's identified his audience.
Yeah.
Children of all ages, D-Generation X.
Maybe he is one of the lost New Age outlooks. He is about as
terrible tattoos.
he's about as relevant. I have
road dog. Now he owns a shop.
I have something to say. No shit. It's what the whiteboard's apparently
We
for.
have something to listen.
To let you know to one and all, thank you for your moral support. Even if it was a hello, goodbye, good morning, or good evening.
Good morning, can I put my ship here? I want to tie it next to my bike while I dress as a trip.
I'd also like to thank Swedish Merchant for helping me get my shit up onto a train platform.
The shop is not mine.
The strange old man doesn't own his shop.
I do not own the shop.
Hold on, where
Have you read my emails?
Macho Man Tom Waits.
Yeah, I dig it. I'm going to crash my car.
Oh, we made us sad.
The shop will not be open because of the citonation with what I've been put in.
It's just written by the Swedish Chef.
He breaks into he breaks into Russell Brand with a fake thesaurus.
He makes up his words to get his old part.
I'm sorry if I've given anyone false hopes.
No.
If you had any, you're retired.
If anything, our expectations have merely lowered.
Yeah, but I will be going back to the circus.
What?
To get more cadavers.
To start a helpline.
I'm the bearded lady.
So you want a helpline for circus?
I don't know. Clown watch.
I've got this bright red nose and it hurts. Oh wait, I just take it off.
The lion tamer fingered me.
My shoes are too big.
Have you got post-traumatic stress disorder from someone throwing a bucket on you, which turned out to be confetti? If you've been affected by any of the issues in today's Big Top,
All my family died in this show, and now this man dressed as a bat keeps following me.
Don't forget to tune in afterwards for Big Top's Big Mouth. So the helpline is called the SOS.
right?
Save arseholes.
Can we?
It's going to do at least one if he gets any money out of it.
Is there a number he's put up for this yet?
No, not yet.
Because the day he fucking does,
Yep.
we're ringing it.
Yep.
This is not my number,
But we're gonna
I
ring
own
it.
this number.
Can we?
Chris Brown's coming for your ass. Notice served.
Just ring up, going, I have a recording contract, but no one can understand what I'm saying.
Dig it.
I will be working for no money, day and night and day.
This is no way to run a
While you're
business.
sleeping.
This is a terrible business plan.
I'm going to omit his full name here, just for the sake of...
He's got a name.
Make up a name that sounds similar.
Just say Trash Wizard.
Thank you from the Trash Wizard, known as Blue. The Blue Clown says good luck.
The blue clown.
Is he a juggalo?
Wait, you're not going to mock the blue clown, but you can mock the pink Viking.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
No, we are going to mock the blue clown as well. So.
Oh, good.
I don't know if you've just tuned into the last 10 minutes. That's exactly what we're fucking doing.
Yeah.
It seems like you're just advertising his business.
Business.
Well, we have
Yeah.
a name for
The
this.
shop he doesn't own.
Yeah.
And the business he doesn't own.
It's
And the
not-
helpline that won't start. And if it does, we'll derail it in a day.
Who starts projects that don't finish?
Me.
Yeah.
I haven't actually put any of these episodes up.
Jim, we had extra studentum left.
Yeah, you did go
Would
that
be an
half-assed.
exit too.
Your shop.
That's why there's so many trees.
Couldn't get past the fucking forest for some reason. There's fucking bikes everywhere.
So yeah, I was talking about drunk stories earlier, so I've had a few recently. And they all seem to involve me getting drunk at work. Or not at work, but after work.
That's
Getting
healthy.
drunk after work.
Okay.
And then getting on the train and going
I don't
home.
get drunk at work, hasn't he? It's tied me through.
Just several beers
Yeah.
over the
We're
course of
driving
an hour.
instructor.
I love that.
How many lines are on the pavement?
I've got Jose Cuervo, mineral water.
How many lines are on the pavement? There's yellow ones. What? A double? Oh, brilliant! I will then.
Why would I want to turn in 3 points? There's no points. There's no gloves in here.
Where are the licenses to the points come up? Because somebody said they got 6 points in the license. I'm going to see one.
I want 7 points. You're not going to beat me.
Champion. So the other week I was on the train and this bloke. I was a little bit kind of merry because I'd had a few, but then there was this.
And it was Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, why not? I was a hobbit.
Going on an adventure.
So I was kind of merry on the train, and most people know when I'm merry on the train because social media just explodes with me going too drunk for public transport, and yet here I am.
Yes, I've seen many.
Depressingly, I get the most likes on it. So cirrhosis for fame is apparently my trade-off.
I don't need no liver.
Work for Lou Reed. Was it Lou Reed?
Oliver Reed.
Oliver Reed. I always get those two mixed up. That's why that Velvet Underground.
mixed up.
That's why that Velvet Underground.
Lou Reed was strictly.
That's why you lost your job.
cocaine.
That's why you lost your job as a casting director.
That's also why I didn't last HMV.
Yeah.
There's that extra cut of Gladiator where Lou Reed is the flame.
Ashes and cocaine.
And there is.
To be fair, I was a shit casting director as well because I tried to cast Gary Coleman as Sirius Black.
Isn't that?
What are you talking about, Potter?
That'd be amazing.
And actually, it was all right, but there was a bit of controversy over the name and colour.
I know there's crazy world.
What you talking about, Harry? You serious, Black?
Leave.
What?
Leaves. They're on
just say,
trees.
yeah,
They're on shots.
You're done here.
The host leaves. Fair enough. 6 men. And so,
host has
horse
left the
leaves. 5 men sit around and.
Can these 5 men get Rob out of his house?
Take me out. So I was drunk, but the guy sat in front of me was even more drunk because what he started doing was pushing himself outwards from the seat to stay upright. So he had his hands pushed against the headrest, and he was just kind of propping himself with his hands outwards in front of him. And then he just gave up after 30 seconds, and his head just collapsed against the headrest, and he slept there for 40 minutes. What was really scary was, at no point, even when he was kind of, moving his head around and stuff, did he open his eyes once. It was, creepy as fuck.
Maybe he's blind. When will we fucking get over mocking the inflicted?
When you stop.
I think you mean afflicted, not inflicted. Where will we start mocking these bloody immigrants coming over here, parking their bikes in our shops,
Dressed as trees.
Stealing all my iPhones. I don't know what we're supposed to say as racists.
What do racists say?
I don't know, probably
bloody jobs coming over here selling our iPhones.
stealing all my polish, kind of tables all dirty.
And the weirdest thing about the guy was, have you ever, who here's seen Mercury Rising?
Is that on Lou Radio?
No.
I've seen a thermometer.
I've seen Deep Rising.
No.
That's
Pun pun pun. Also not film.
I've seen Princess Bride.
No.
I've played Metal Gear Rising.
No.
saying
Also,
that
don't play that game. That game fucking sucks.
don't play it. How fucking dare you?
Yeah, Blake.
Do what you want to do in your own
How dare
time.
your opinion differ from mine, you
I played
fuckwit?
Wu-Tang Taste for Pain.
Why would you do that?
It was like £4 in the game, so I'm
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I've tasted things.
So the reason I asked is because
I've seen
he
this,
looked like the killer from
yeah, crab.
He looked like the guy, the killer they send to chase after Bruce Willis and the autistic kid.
No, because I'm telling you, I haven't seen this film.
You haven't
You haven't
seen
seen the film?
Okay,
No, that's what I'm saying. Is it anything like Princess Bride?
No, it's
not in the least.
Is
I
it
thought you
anything
were
like
talking
Requiem
about
for a
Sixth
Dream?
Sense then. So.
No.
Is it anything like White Zombie?
No,
Is it anything like Maltese Falcon?
a little bit.
Okay, carry on with that.
There's people in it. That
Okay,
helps.
cool.
It's a film.
Close enough. Yeah, it was shot on a camera.
That's the beginning and middle of the
Why not?
Oh, Gate 2.
Yeah. So for the benefits of those listening who have seen Mercury Rising or are willing to Google it outside of time, he looked like the killer from that film, and it freaked me out because one of the main scenes on that film is him chasing down Bruce Willis on the train, and I just started looking around for autistic kids.
Okay.
I found 4, but they weren't the one I was looking for. But I'm somewhat of an enthusiast anyway, so it's fine.
When you collect autistic kids.
No, I just note them down like train spot.
Yeah. He's got his
You have
eyes
to do it
full of autistic
surreptitiously.
kids.
Yeah.
I've had it. I've had it with these motherfucking drunk murderers on this motherfucking train.
Crazy.
And on that note, let's wrap it up. So for Omer Ibrahim,
I haven't made too much racism, but where is Asia?
it's big.
It is.
Yeah. Brad Harmer,
So,
No, but
again, we're out.
oh. Bye.
That was good.
You can stay, we'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, but you stay, it's okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the next 20 minutes of Brad just thinking to himself.
We can record that.
Last time I did that, Chris Brown punched on weight, so I'm golden.
Spike direction.
Bye.
Sour Crouch.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your crazy trains.
Would you not?
Blake Harmer.
Please don't. This is my house.
At least wipe the seat.
I've been your host, Rob Wade. Follow us at Emotionally14, the number 14, not the spelled out word. Emotionally14.com, the number again.
What are you following us on? Because you can't just
Twitter.
follow. Oh, okay.
Rambler.
You can't just go follow us.
Follow us.
We can.
Come find
You
us.
You wouldn't enjoy
Turn
it,
on your computer,
Finger
type
tag.
in the words emotionally 14, just anywhere, Word will do, and you'll find us.
No, to be fair, you will.
Yeah,
If you're not on Twitter, an alternative is to stick a whiteboard outside Blake's house.
Write your name
I
down.
might do that.
Need a sewing machine. Hashtag
That's
SOS.
what Blake would do instead of joining
Perhaps if you get the chance, reply with post-its.
No.
Act a trash wizard.
Why aren't you working faster? I'm asleep.
Another big disappointment in this time. I still haven't set up a Twitter account.
So you can follow the individuals at the Iron Turk Omer, at Lee Enfield, at Spike Direct. No, at Big Beat 1985. Big Beat 1985. I got it right the first time.
Just give your real name, wasn't it? Everyone else does.
His name's Big Beat.
That's my name.
Crazy here. That's not what he means. At Grost.
Yes.
At work. At Rob Wade Vision. And find us on iTunes, share it with your friends, rate, review, subscribe, da 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 da. Bye.
Avoid trees.
Don't mention the Pie Factory.
Hey.